F7, blues. So the thing I wanted to point out is a lot of ways to, it's pretty, connecting chords. There's a lot of information about how to connect chords. I mean, if anyone has any questions, I can answer that. The one thing I wanted to point out with this is you can, when you're practicing it, is to, instead of just doing, which I did a lot of, just doing the chord on the end of 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 8, 2, 3, which I did a lot of. But the idea is to try and get it on 1, 2, and 3, 4. Get the chord slash on there. It's really hard, but so on the beginning, 1, those are together, 2, and oops. And then, you know, I miss it a lot though, but and you can also add the backbeat on 2 and 4. 1. Clearly I'm missing a lot of them, but that's the basic idea, you know, is to try and get the, I think it's called the Charleston, but that swing rhythm, 1, 2, and then the bass is on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then you can add the 1, 2, which is like a finger hit on 2 and 4. Start the line. I don't get a chance to play it. Playing it live doesn't happen because usually there's a bass player, so I don't get a chance to work on it too much to perfect it. But that's the general idea. Of course, pretty much invented by Andress. He pointed these things out. So that's something that I'm working on too. Is to try and incorporate. It's really hard to get that Charleston rhythm in all the time and successfully create a bass line, and also study regular jazz guitar where you're playing single note lines. So it's like a whole different discipline, but that's the basic idea. I try to get this up in tab that so you can see what those basic bass lines are, but those are pretty straightforward. And the only other thing is sometimes you have to change the fingering of, like for example, on the second beat, 1, 2, and so there's a fingering playing the F13, but you know, you have, that's like a fingering you never do except for this. Now I also should point out, some people might know, this rhythm, there's another version of it we also play on 4. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3. So you can try that as well, but that, you know, I'm not quite up to that yet. I'm trying to piece it all together. So that's an F blues with some walking bass tips, and